The strangest thing about the liver is that it never complains. It doesn't twinge like a knee. It doesn't burn like overworked muscles. And it doesn't scream for attention the way your stomach does when you skip lunch. It suffers silently, doing its work in the background, like the most overworked employee in a giant company. Filing, sorting, processing, cleaning, fixing, day after day without ever asking for praise. And maybe that's why so many people don't notice when their weight loss journey feels like they're running in circles. They count calories, they cut sugar, they take walks, they buy workout gear that lives in the closet. And still, the scale barely flinches. But the moment someone finally says, "Wait a minute, what's going on with your liver?" everything suddenly starts to make sense. It always begins as a quiet mystery. Like a woman named Cassandra, who tried every diet TikTok ever convinced her was life-changing. She tried keto, low-fat, low-carb, high-protein, intermittent fasting, and something called the cabbage and prayer diet, which sounded like a cry for help more than a meal plan. Nothing worked. She thought her metabolism was broken. She thought maybe this was just her body's fate. Until, one day, her doctor casually mentioned that her liver enzymes were a little elevated. Cassandra blinked. My liver? What does my liver have to do with losing weight? Everything, the doctor said. Absolutely everything. You see, the liver is the body's chemical kitchen, where fats get broken down, toxins get removed, hormones get balanced, and energy gets processed. If your liver is sluggish, overloaded, or irritated, losing weight becomes like trying to run a marathon while dragging a mattress behind you. And that little comment from her doctor? It changed Cassandra's entire life. Because she soon learned a truth that flips the entire world of weight loss upside down. You don't lose weight by forcing your body. You lose weight by freeing your liver. But this realization leads to the next question. How in the world do you free a liver that never asked for help in the first place? That's where this story unfolds, beginning with something ancient, surprising, and in many cases, almost magical: the foods that detox, repair, and reawaken the liver. Foods that most people glance at in the grocery store without realizing they're passing by the closest thing we have to natural medicine. Some of these foods come with histories older than cities. Some hide behind ordinary appearances. Some have powers people once whispered about in old remedies. And yet, each one has a place in the quiet restoration of the liver and the loud transformation of your metabolism. Before diving into them, you need one more piece of the puzzle. One truth that frames all 12 foods and all 12 reasons a healthy liver is the weight loss catalyst that most people never even think about. It's this. Your liver decides what your body burns and what your body stores. That's the twist. Your liver is not a passive organ. It's your body's sorting manager. If the liver is happy, fat flows out. If the liver is stressed, irritated, inflamed, or overloaded, everything slows down. Fat isn't burned. It's parked, stored, packed into the places you least want it. Cassandra learned that the hard way. She was doing everything right, but her liver was doing everything wrong, not by choice, but because it was drowning in years of processed food, hormones, environmental toxins, stress, sugar, and the silent overload of modern life. And once she found out, she changed course. Not by starving herself, not by punishing workouts, but by giving her liver 12 powerful allies. The first one was humble, almost laughably ordinary: lemons. Every morning, she squeezed one into warm water before she ate anything. Within 2 weeks, her digestion smoothed out. Her skin brightened. And most shocking, her appetite changed. Lemons contain compounds that open the liver's detox pathways and help it release bile, that golden liquid that breaks down fat. As her bile flow improved, something else did too: her body's ability to burn stored fat. Then came garlic. Not glamorous, not fancy, not even flattering on the breath. But garlic contains sulfur-rich compounds that flip the liver's cleansing enzymes into high gear. Cassandra didn't like the taste, so she roasted it until it caramelized. And as her liver detoxed, the weight finally moved. Not dramatically at first, just a pound or two, but enough to feel like the tide had shifted. The third food was one Cassandra never loved as a child: beets. Dark, earthy, dramatic beets. They contain betaine, a compound that reduces liver inflammation like water soothing a fire. She blended them into smoothies with berries and ginger. Within weeks, she felt lighter, not just physically, but emotionally. That's the strange thing about detoxing the liver. As it cleans your body, it also lifts your mood. The liver and emotions are more connected than most people realize. Then came green tea, the quiet powerhouse. Cassandra drank it twice a day. Catechins, the antioxidants in green tea, help the liver break down fat more efficiently. Scientists call this lipid metabolism enhancement. Cassandra called it the moment my waistline reappeared. Next came leafy greens: spinach, arugula, kale. They bind to toxins the liver wants to eliminate, cleaning up the bloodstream like a vacuum. One afternoon, Cassandra noticed something strange. She had energy. The kind of energy she hadn't felt in years. The kind of energy that makes you clean your kitchen at 9 p.m. for no reason. Then came ginger, which soothed her inflammation. Turmeric, which fought oxidative stress like a warrior with a golden shield. Avocados, which gave her liver healthy fats that repaired it from the inside. Apples, with their gentle fiber that escorted toxins out of her system. Walnuts, with omega-3s that restored damaged liver cells. Olive oil, which triggered the liver's fat-burning genes. And then, the 12th food, one she almost skipped, was artichokes. Strange-looking, spiky, intimidating. But artichokes increase bile flow more than almost any other food. And bile is the liver's secret weapon. The more bile you produce, the more fat you burn. The more fat you burn, the more your weight loss story begins to rewrite itself. Cassandra added these foods gradually, not obsessively, not perfectly, but consistently. And as her liver healed, it started doing what it was meant to do all along: detox, cleanse, filter, repair, and metabolize with the efficiency of a brand new engine. And that's when the 12 reasons a healthy liver changes everything began to reveal themselves. The first reason: a clean liver burns fat faster. The second: it stabilizes blood sugar, preventing cravings from hijacking your day. The third: it balances hormones, especially insulin and estrogen, which have direct control over your fat storage. The fourth: it increases energy so you move more naturally. The fifth: it reduces inflammation, which is the silent blocker of weight loss. The sixth: it improves digestion so your body absorbs nutrients instead of storing them as fat. The seventh: it processes fats correctly, sending them to the right places instead of everywhere you don't want them. The eighth reason is the one nobody expects. A healthy liver improves your mood. When your mood lifts, you don't emotionally eat, you don't stress crave sugar, and you don't sabotage your progress at 11 p.m. The ninth reason: a clean liver sharpens mental clarity, helping you stay consistent. The 10th: it reduces water retention. Suddenly, you're not bloated all the time. The 11th: it improves sleep. And when sleep improves, weight loss accelerates. And the 12th reason: a healthy liver resets your entire metabolism. Not temporarily, not in a diet way, in a long-term, foundational way. As the weeks turned into months, Cassandra didn't just lose weight. She lost the heaviness she'd been carrying in her mind. She lost the frustration she felt every morning stepping on the scale. She lost the belief that she was broken or stuck. Because she wasn't broken. She wasn't stuck. She was simply trying to lose weight with a liver that was waving a white flag behind her ribs. And once she saw the truth, she realized something. The liver never asks for attention, but it always rewards those who give it some. And that's where your story shifts too. Because the 12 foods you just learned about aren't trends. They're not gimmicks. They're not fancy supplements wrapped in marketing. They are real, ancient, natural allies designed to help the liver do the work it already wants to do. Detox, repair, burn, restore, release. And once your liver begins to thrive, your body will do something extraordinary. It will finally let go. The extra weight, the cravings, the fog, the inflammation, the exhaustion, the heaviness. And just like Cassandra, you'll realize you never needed to try harder. You just needed to support the organ trying to save you from the inside out.